Welcome, Diesel Wrestling Academy parents, to our winter season 24-25 breakdown. I'm going to talk to you about how we conduct our season and introduce to you everything you need to know before we enter our wrestling season. So, thank you and welcome. We are still a really young club, so we're not part of any extremely major leagues, but we are trying to create a programming that is geared towards the ability level of our students, which is why I've coordinated uh, events with other clubs in the area that aren't too far from us to perform scrimmages and do like joint practices so that kids can get different looks from different people. Okay, but we'll talk about that later. But we're going to be going to tournaments, we're going to be doing USA Wrestling events, and we're going to be doing scrimmages. Next, one big topic that needs to get covered and I need to stress heavily is hygiene and nutrition. It is important and imperative that we cut our kids' nails before they enter practice. We do not want them scratching people and hurting people and causing infections, because that's what happens when we keep our nails long, because they get dirty underneath, especially kids, and then they scratch each other, then they can get things like ringworm or staph infections, and we want to avoid that stuff. And in order to avoid that stuff, we need to make sure that we cut our nails and we take a shower right after practice. We need to shower. We need to make sure that we are clean, that we are taking our shower after practice, because that also stops us from getting ringworm and staph infections and giving other people these types of diseases and bacterial infections. I clean my mats every day. I make sure that they're cleaned with Mat Attack. That gets rid of a lot of this stuff, but we want to be safe. Next, stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water. My room is warm. I keep it warm for a reason. We're in a wrestling room. It's supposed to be warm. It's not overly hot so you kill yourselves, but drink plenty of water. Stay hydrated. It's important. Drink before practice. Drink after practice. Don't drink too many sugary drinks. Don't drink 1,000 Gatorades. Drink water. Most of you do not commit to enough physical activity that would warrant you drinking a sugary Gatorade. So drink water, and that's the only thing allowed in my facility space, because it doesn't get sticky and screw up everything. I can drink other stuff, because if I mess it up, that's on me. Make sure we eat clean. Make sure we're eating whole foods, fruits, vegetables, protein, whether that be you're a vegetarian and you get your proteins from things like beans, like black beans, which are high in protein and high in fiber, really good, slow digesting carbohydrate. But if you want to talk about that further, feel free to chat with me and we can talk about those things. If you don't really know what is the best thing to eat in your body, just come chat with myself or even chat with Coach Daza or Coach Julia. Lastly, sleep. Sleep is integral for our student athletes to be able to be in the right mind and body space to be successful in school and on our wrestling mat. So make sure that the kids are getting plenty of sleep. I take my cell phone, I take the cell phone, well, my wife and I take the cell phones from our children at night so that they are not on their cell phones. We typically take it by like 9:30. We got mostly teenagers, so 9:30, 10 o'clock, we scoop it up, and then they're expected to go to their room and go to sleep or do whatever they have you. But sleep is really integral, so make sure that you uh, work on that with your kid. Okay. Next, gear. If you want to order gear, you can do that through us. But the essential attire for wrestling includes a singlet, wrestling shoes, and headgear. If you have braces, you need a mouth guard. So please make sure you get a mouth guard. Some of these refs are really annoying and they will ask for a mouth guard and stop your kid from wrestling. Okay, so I'm telling you, make sure you have a mouth guard. You can purchase gear through us. We have some of our old singlets that are on discount. We have our new premium singlets that we have been working with a company called No Excuses. We wrestled them once before, and the husband and wife who own the wrestling gym also make wrestling gear, and they made wrestling attire specifically for females, which was really great. And we loved their singlet design, so we kind of partnered up with them, and they make our wrestling attire right now. So if you have any questions or you want to get any of that gear, make sure to get with me, and I'll make sure that you're squared away and you're looking beautiful and ready to attack and wrestle. And you can click right here on the presentation link, and you can get your attire through our website as well. Okay. Next, and when you order online, just so you know, when you order online, it's more expensive. So be on the lookout when we send our bulk order forms, because then you can get gear for a little bit cheaper as opposed to purchasing it straight on the website. Okay. Next, meet the coaches. Coach Daza is going to be helping me out with our kids program, and he runs our teen boys program. Him and I are working together to make sure that you have a really good curriculum that pushes our children and helps them. Okay. You can go right on here. You'll see my phone number and Coach Daza's phone number. Coach Daza also speaks Spanish. So if you need to speak to him or you have any questions and you feel more comfortable speaking in Spanish, please feel free to talk to him. He will square you away and get you everything you need to know. Okay. Next, here's our schedule. If you also click here, you will be able to look at our schedule. The biggest thing I want you to know is we have scrimmages set up. These scrimmages, I have went out of my way to coordinate with coaches from other clubs. These are mandatory things that I'm going to require for our club members to do, because these are really structured, skilled matches that I'm trying to get your kids uh, opponents that are at their ability level. And coordinating with these clubs takes a little bit, and also allows me to execute that style of programming. Because sometimes when we go to tournaments, we don't know if the kids are novices. Sometimes people put kids who aren't novices in these tournaments and they storm through, which is not necessarily great for beginner wrestlers. So this allows me to control the space with another trusted coach and another person who runs really quality programming, like Cordoba and Pride Wrestling, who we're going to be coordinating with. So make sure you sign up for those on our website. You're going to have a QR code outside of our facility space and our link that can gear you towards that. Secondly, we have our female wrestling league, which I'm going to go into more detail right now. But all of those are not necessarily mandatory, but they're highly suggested that all of our females go to that. And we'll talk about why. But you can find everything on the calendar, our parent date night, where you guys get to go out for several hours. You can go out for like 3 hours. You drop your kid off here. They'll play a physical fitness game for about an hour. And then the last 2 hours, we come together, we have a snack, we watch a movie, we play some games. So it's like a 3 hour time frame for you to go locally and go have dinner with your spouse before the holidays hit. We have 4 kids. We know how stressful it gets. And that's just some programming that we have that we're trying to provide for parents. And we think that you guys would really enjoy it. It's $40 a kid. If you have 2 or more kids, just talk to us and we can come to an agreement. But that's that time frame so that you can go out and enjoy yourself. Okay. We also have built in on our calendar a photo day in December, so that if you want to take photos and pictures of your athlete in their uh, wrestling uniform or wrestling attire, Claire does beautiful photos. All the photos that you see on here are what Claire took. So this is of our son running. This is a Claire. This is a photo of Bridget, one of our premier wrestlers that Claire took during one of our photo shoot days. So you'll have some really cool candid shots of your athlete throughout the season that you can get through our photo program. So we have a day that's set aside for that. $25. Sorry, it was $30 for anybody outside of Diesel. $25 for anybody inside of Diesel. Okay. Next, Jersey Girl Wrestling League. So we have decided to partner with the Jersey Girl Wrestling League, which is a nonprofit organization which kind of try and just organizes and structures getting these girls together to wrestle with each other during season. Because a lot of times it's hard for the young ladies in these rec leagues and these other leagues to find matches. So we wanted to continue growing our female program because we have such a successful one. And in order to do that, we need to build up our young ladies and be the place to go if you are a young lady seeking training within the Middlesex County area. And in order to do that, I want to provide the best possible programming for our young ladies. So we decided to join this league. All of the dates are on our calendar, and you can find them there, and you can register online. If you want to go to every single one, we have a package deal for that, and you can go to every single one. If you want to go to certain ones a la carte, that is acceptable as well. But we're trying to bring as many kids as possible to these programs and to do these events. So please make sure to sign up. You'll see it outside. Lastly, here are some of the services that we're providing at Diesel. We have a strength and speed classes that we have now built into the schedule. Please talk to us about the extra charge that is for. That's an entirely separate program of strength and conditioning that Coach Daza and myself are providing. It's typically for teenagers, but we do have some kids who are in the 12 to 11-year-old range that are allowed, but just speak to us and we can organize that and facilitate that. Again, we have an all-female league um, that right now it's about 4 competitions that they have set up throughout the winter time frame. We are providing personal training and personal tutoring to kids. So if your kid is struggling in school and having issues in school, please come to me. I'm a licensed teacher in New Jersey. I've taught for over a decade, and I can help get your kids squared away. And if it's a subject area that I'm not an expert in, I have plenty of resources and plenty of individuals that can help you out in that. If you're a parent looking to get back into shape or anything of that nature, please talk to me. Talk to Coach Daza. We can help you. This is in addition to helping and getting your kids stronger in general or better at wrestling. Please contact us for personal training in the hours. Lastly, Coach Claire, who also does our photography, is also our yogi on staff. And yoga is a great tool for recovery practices and also mindset. Claire has a BA in psych and does a lot of sports psychology with athletes and individuals and run support groups on the side. So feel free to come out and check out our yoga program. We typically have that going on Saturdays at 9 a.m. And you can contact Coach Claire directly to participate that and talk to her about our yoga program. It's really solid and it's really great. Some of our parents already participate in it. Lastly, if you need anything, please stay tuned and follow us on Instagram at Diesel Wrestling Academy. Follow us on Facebook at Diesel Wrestling Academy. We have our website. Here's the email if you need anything. And then that is also my business cell number. So if you need to contact me, feel free to drop me a text and I can square you away with anything you need. I will provide you a copy of this. You can find in the description below on the YouTube page. You'll see a link to this actual presentation, which has hyperlinks built in. And if I change anything, I'll make sure to update it on the website, on the YouTube link, so that you can access it directly. Okay? But feel free to contact me if you need anything. Coach Cabrera, out.